audience. I appreciate to have, you can say, to be with me at my platform that talks, that teach. And I'm Simula Bhutta Education Wala. I am member of Rehan AI Teachers Institute, a wonderful institution. I think it's a blessed place to join, and credit goes to Rehan Alawala. I'm really excited to have a special guest with us today, Mr. Edman, a top career well-being coach from Sweden. Mr. brings over 37 years of experience in IT, logistics, and project management. He has coached professionals, guided prisoners, and helped people from all walks of life. We welcome you, Krista, on my show. How is going?
Thank you so much, Nazim. I'm really honored to be invited to your show and thank you so much. How are you?
I'm going great. It's, you can say that just it is the new day, beginning new day, but I'm quite energetic at the moment because I have a power bomb with me. You can say the well built. You can say the, what to say about Krister. He is with me. I'm getting energy with it. What you can say from you. So I'm quite energetic at this moment. I want to move forward.
Good. Me too.
Yes. Can you share a moment from your own life that made you realize the power of empathy and helping others? Because life is not quite straight. I
Yeah.
was with Kimberly in a meeting. She asked me to draw. You can line up your life. You can say, try to draw. There was ups and downs were, you can say, much more as compared to the ups. She said, "This is the real life."
Yeah.
Over to you. Over to you. Yes.
Okay. If I take one very big moment emotionally in my life, that was when I met my wife, and she's from Pakistan. And I was quite tired of life. I didn't see any more meaning. I had retired, and I was like feeling, okay, this was it. And now I can slow down and stay retired and don't do so much more. And I was quite lonely at that time. And she was coming and talking to me, Chris, you have a lot of experience. You need to do something with all your experience you have. And have you looked into AI anything? Because you have been into IT so many years. And then I was saying, no, not really. I'm not so fond of AI. Why shall I use that? And then I started up from there and we started to talk a lot. And then I got to know much more about AI. I started to use it for everything. I tried ChatGPT, Cloud, AI. I was using a lot Perplexity and I was using all of them. I could try out everything I had questions around and what I wanted to do in life. I was asking AI then, and then I started to learn a little bit more about it, read a little bit about agents and set up own agents and so on. And then I was thinking, this is very useful if you really want to learn something. That is like a tool which you can decide what you want to ask for kind of knowledge and you will get it very fast. You only have to check the sources and make sure that you have the links. So I understand from the where the facts are coming. So it got me to really dig deeper, and I started to up and build websites, and yeah, like that. So yeah,
It's a
and the
great to
passion here and the empathy was that she was caring about me because I was having like kidney pain. I had the migraine. I was hospitalized within 2 months, two times. I was working at the support uh, home for supporting addicted and defectors and ex-criminals and so on. But she said, no, you have much more to give to the society. Yeah,
Yes. People from Pakistan, you can say the wonderful people. They are very honest. They are very caring and loving. You can most of the you can say the vibes in Pakistan. They
Yeah.
take you can great care of their husbands. You can say that they sometimes they you can sometimes go out of their box and sacrifice so much. This happens to, you can say, 90%, you can say, the men. If there is a chance, if there is a moment that female have to sacrifice something, they appreciately and lovingly do that thing. Okay, would you like to mention the city of your spouse?
I am never talking private things. It's
Okay,
the
okay.
integrity. So thanks for
Oh,
asking.
okay.
I just say
Oh,
thank you. Yeah.
sorry for that. It you
No
can say,
problem. No problem.
okay, right, right. You can. Would you like to describe your life mission?
My life mission is actually to my values. I want to say we are all equal. There is no difference, no matter from which country we are coming. We have all equal. And the second is to learn as much as possible as I can about things, especially things I don't know about before, because those are like blank areas. And the second or the third part is actually to teach, to share my knowledge with others. And that's why it's so nice to be here on this show with you.
Thank you very much. Krista, what you can say inspired you to, you can say, transition from the corporate sector into a coaching? It's a quite, you can say, the different field. And was there a defining moment for you for of
Yeah, it was when I worked at IBM as a project manager, and I was doing the knowledge transfer to a team from India and Bangalore, and I was also having the Swedish team. So I had people from both Sweden and from India. Those who are coming from India, they were missing their families. They had a lot of challenges because they felt lonely. They missed the families, and they were like, what will happen with me in the future? And the Swedish people, the Swedish team, they were afraid for their jobs because they should do the knowledge transfer. And they were, what will happen with my job later on when I don't have my job anymore?
That's great.
So then I understood the coaching part was more important than the technical parts and the projects we were working on. And the best feedback I got was from one of the team members. And he said, Christy, you are not only a project manager, I want to say you are a people's manager.
Wonderful. You have leadership qualities. You can say that to manage things is quite something different, but you lead people. It's that person have discovered your leadership qualities, I think.
That is true, and I got the job as a project manager came from I was an IT specialist first. I was business developer at Ericsson, and then at IBM I was working as an IT specialist with all kind of solutions, servers, and so on. Then there were a program manager. He had a lot of projects and a lot of project managers, and he said, "Christer, I can see that you are very eager to learn, and you are sharing things, and you are doing." What do you say about become a project manager? Okay, I have never been a project manager. Let me test that.
Okay, you talked about IT and something. I would like to ask one more question. Can you share a bit about your background in IT, in project management that you are just discussing right now?
Yeah. I started up actually coming into IT. I started with the internet more than 30 years ago, and I was teaching how to use internet. And it was when you're using a modem and calling up. So I set up a course. I was attending a 1 year distance course in how to create websites and all kind of things related to databases and so on. So I noticed this is really interesting to create websites and work with people and using the tools in the best way. And later on, I was unemployed and I got an opportunity to take a 7 weeks course in SAP. SAP is one of the biggest enterprise systems in the world, a German system. And I become an application consultant at that time. So that was my transition from project manager, purchaser, and going into the IT business. So that was the startup, and that was Actually, before IBM, I started with that, and later
Very
on, I
good.
got the IT jobs.
What you can say unique strategies do you use to guide people through career transitions and personal growth? Maybe some you use different techniques or strategies. Would
Yeah,
you like to share
depends
to one?
depends on the situation the group are in. Because if it's a group who are working together very well, then you don't need to work so much related to the personal things. Then it's more technical parts and check and set up the goals as a project manager and make sure that everybody knows what is needed to be done and focus on. For example, I was leading a team that was for the Stockholm Congestion Tax Program, and I had heard they had two earlier team leaders for that team, for that program. And the manager asked me, "What do you say, Christy? Do you want to take the?" Yeah, this sounds interesting. A good job for me, because they had quit before me, and when I came in there, I started up immediately to doing the. I used Access databases. I was taking out all the data, and then I categorized all the errors because it was just a couple of months before go live, and there had been like 100 consultants working on the project before, and I should take it over with like 10 consultants managing it in go live. And then I called all the people one by one. What we see are the biggest risks here. That was like the personal experience technical parts, very focused on that. And then I set up like a project, and I was running like task forces every morning, and I was checking the batch jobs during the nights, and I was working because I knew that if I can manage this in a good time and prepare for it well, put the 80 percentage, the Pareto rule, 80 percentage of what is needed before you even start up. So that was what I was doing. I was talking to the people, and then I was looking at the technical parts, and then I had an overview over the situation, and we could start to work.
Incredible, wonderful. What you have shared with me, and you keep on working round the clock. It is you can say fantastic and inspiring thing for me. I do in my capacity, but sometimes I get fatigued. Even you can say that
Yeah.
I can work for 2 days and one night, but after you can say this time period, I have to go for a you can say the deep sleep. It becomes sometimes problematic. But I love to work time, and you can say for long hours. I can sit 6 hours. You can in single sitting
Yeah.
to work on. It's a good thing I have developed this habit. I want to move with one more question. How can we foster better cross cultural, you can say, understanding between Sweden and South Asia and you can say the Pakistani education? And how would your coaching can benefit us? And how we can connect to you?
That's a very good question. I should say this is about culture and traditions, very much about the difference related to culture and traditions. We need to talk more and to be more interested and curious about each other's countries, each other's way of working, each other's way of being. For example, do we have different values? Not so big different values, actually. Most people have very similar values. We love the family, we want to have someone who are loving us, we want to grow, we want to be a part of something, and that is the most important, to find what are the, I should say, the smallest equalities. So we can find what are the equalities and then go from there. For example, when we talk about IT, AI, and how to set up things, that is the bridge, I should say, to connect with people. And then the respect is also coming when we put some efforts and we can help someone with something. For example, I've been in contact with Rian Alavala for 13 years now, and I got to know how he's working with people, helping them. Started with mobiles and starting training English, and go from there to where it is now with several schools all over Pakistan, in USA, in India, and that is the way I think we can go further. And also, when we are looking about abundance, because abundance and not scarcity, because that's something I'm also abundance, the responsible for Sweden now, thanks to Safar. So I am so happy to share those things with you now, because you are interested in me. You wanted to have this interview. That is the first step. And I think we all can do that. The hard thing is to get more contact with people from Sweden, from Europe, from USA, from other countries, because usually we are a little bit, no, I fix this for myself. I fix this, and we keep it like that. I am also used to work with open innovation. Open innovation is when you are sharing and you know what I'm sharing will benefit me. I will get it back. So when I'm sharing with you or you share with someone else, and then we are spreading it as the rings are growing.
Yes, I want to cascade what I get from, you can say, from my podcast to my community, as well as my students, co-educators. Even I have planned to visit Chamber of Commerce, you can say, upcoming days. I have a talk with Nathan from Japan. He's from America, but still currently he's staying in Japan. Just the same way I am talking to you how to connect my, you can say, people with your country's people and educators especially, and from the different walks of life of people we may connect with the same kind of people. I would like to bridge this connection, and they will talk a lot, they will converse and get more and more benefit from one another. In my area, this is a, you can say, rich area, industrial area, and you can say that it's a big market for the people who are have a business mind like, and it's one of the hub of education in this area. uh, People want to grow, they want to connect outer world, and they have a limited resources, but I want to be one of the resource person that can make them connect with the outer world. That's the reason I would like to connect you later on with your, you can say, projects what you have going on, if you have working on that. And relevant to this, I have one more question. What upcoming projects or collaborations are you excited about that could involve global partners or benefit the educators or the students? If you have something planned or you are working on.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I am quite busy. I have said no to almost all interviews with students now because we are working on a project which is very interesting. It's too early to say anything yet, but it involves actually both countries and other countries as well in the future when scaling up, and also working on something which is related to business, the technical products parts. It's related to coaching, another brand, and that is related to coaching and education. And the third part is non-profit, because I see all of those three are needed in a society. So it's a whole comprehensive kind of business and non-profit.
Okay, that's right. A good, you can say, think. We will wait when your plan is, you can say, the become mature. We will wait for that moment.
Very good, very good.
We
And I'm
will wait.
saying it because I have come so far. So I'm actually collaborating with one of the biggest innovator hubs in Sweden, like
Right.
Almi. So I have already had signed up a contract with them. So I will, and I need like the knowledge to build up with. But before saying too much, I need to have the, yeah, you understand.
Okay. You can say that before we are going to wrap up, a few more moments. I will have a quick. questions. You have to respond what comes to your mind, just pop up in your mind. No need to think about that. Very simple things, very simple things.
Very simple things. For the first, it is that we need to connect with each other. We need to talk with each other. And it doesn't matter how we start. We just need to start and do it. And don't wait and say, I will take it later. The earlier we can start up with the conversation, the better it is. And the passion, I want to say this, what you dream about, what is your passion? What would you do even if you are not getting paid? That is something. You mentioned a little bit about parents. They want their children to become or do this, become doctors, into science, into this or that. Maybe the children have passion for something else. I will give one example. My oldest daughter, she likes to travel. She has lived in Mexico, New Zealand, Cambodia, and traveled for many years. She is married today and live safe, happily in Sweden. I have another daughter. She loves horses, and from she was 4 years of age, she was riding. She was recently graduated and got her BSc, and now she is talking about doing the master and continue. So you never know what kind of profession you can come into. Just follow your dreams, follow your passion. That is what I'm thinking about. Never forget that.
Right, right. Uh, I will ask a few more questions, and not the questions, just a quick round fire. You can get what comes your mind. It's not. Are you early bird or a night owl?
Sorry if I am a labor
Are
or
you
I'm.
early bird? Are you get rise early in the morning, or you stay? You can say late at night.
I do what is needed. I can go up anytime, and I am sometimes waking up like 3 a.m. in the morning. I fall asleep at 8 p.m. and then I wake up like that. Then I go up. I don't lay and wait. I must sleep more. Sometimes, if I have some meeting or something and might finish at midnight, then I sleep to 6 a.m. or something like that. So it depends on, and I have no problem. I can sleep at any time. I have noticed that when I'm traveling, if I'm tired, get on a board on a plane, then I fall asleep and it's no problem.
Okay, right. Would you like to share any tradition or any convention from Sweden that you love to share with us?
Yeah, there are some times which I really love to celebrate in Sweden. One of them is the Christmas time with family, when we are meeting family and we don't have to go to work, when we are all family gathered together. So that is one of those celebration times. It's also midsummer, when it's nice weather, the summer is here, it's warm and nice, not so hot as it is in Pakistan, I know, in some areas, but then the sun is out and it's a light, a very long time during the night, evenings, and sit and eat together and have nice time together with the family.
Okay, if our audience would like to connect you, how can they connect you for getting some information or coaching, something that is related to you?
Yeah,
There is something, a website or any connection you can share us. People would like to connect. If they would like to connect, they can connect. And
yeah,
what's your final advice or insight for Pakistani people, especially?
yeah. I have, or we have, I am working together with my wife. So we are doing dual coaching, or we can do separate, or I do separate. Christer with CHRISTER coach.
Okay.
ChristerCoach.com.
Okay, right. They will connect over there.
Thank you so much for that.
Okay. I will share this link with my audience, and you can say that after this video, I will share that connection. Thank you, Christopher. You spent, you can say, wonderful time with me for me, and I'm very grateful to that you accepted my invitation, and I shared your link with my teacher from she's from Alaska, Amanda Adams. I connected her. She didn't respond me 2 days. I shared that link, see that link. You Crystal accepted my invitation, but you are my teacher. You still haven't responded me, and I have just get the email. Yes, she have accepted my invitation right now. And you are one of the source that she inspired her to give me a time.
That's really interesting. Thanks to her for that.
And through you, I would like to appreciate efforts of Rihanna Lawala. I've been teaching in college and university over 16 years,
Wow.
but I didn't opt to go live for the you can conversation with Americans, Sweden people, or you can say any a person like that. He forced me. I have some spirit. I would like to have some inside my heart that I would like to talk to people, but the source is that person. Like inspired, he planned his syllabus in a way that everyone have to some you can say interviews. They are bound to do that, and if someone has such kind of inspiration, he can move forward. I really thank you, Rihanna Lawala, and a great inspiration. It's a good source of networking. He has a special technique to connect people, to appreciate people, and it's a wonderful way that we are living with, you can say, such kind of personalities in this era. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank you
so much.
so much, and also thank you so much to Rehan Alavala. He was also the one connecting me with a lot of people, and we started up 13 years ago, and also with my wife. So I'm so thankful to him. So
Thank you.
thank you so much, and
Salam.
to